No? Okay. First question.
Yes.
During the first day of class, what were your first impressions to us?
Okay, that was the first day of classes, August 2024. My first impression was you're so very respectful and obedient students. Yun lang.
Second question. Were there any particular challenges you faced while advising our section? If so, specify the challenges.
Okay. For my 31st teaching in STC as part of the faculty, one of the challenges that I encountered for this year is time that you yourselves decided something, an occasion, an event without my permission. That was a challenge, a big challenge for me on how I'm going to handle such event without my permission, without my presence.
Third question. Were there any instances where you were particularly proud of our class behavior or achievements?
First was during the first convocation of honors, I was really amazed and proud, of course. It's because the whole section got an honor. So 2 with high and 36 were with honors during the first grading. And I was proud of it. It's because the whole section honors.
My discotheque, Juliet, teenage dream.
Fourth question. Did you notice any changes in our behavior over the course of the academic year?
Of course, I already prepared myself that along the way, being an adolescent, students like you, along the way there is a gradual changes with regards to their behavior. It's because you are also learning being an adolescent. Of course, I noticed some attitude that was no longer observed in the previous grading, especially during the first month, second months of classes.
Fifth question. What do you think makes our section unique compared to others given advice?
Okay. I could say that since I handled the first section for a long time already, and I could still remember my students about 10 years ago, where there were 50 students in my section. I could say all of those students, like you now, are achievers, struggling themselves or yourselves to do the best, and you are all capable.
Sixth question. Looking back, are there any moments or interactions in their class that still stand out to you?
I think none. It's because I could say that a little lang changes, but then again, still manageable. And with your constant help, with your constant doing so, even without my presence, still you can do your best. The Fatimanians still did the best.
Seventh question. Can you share any memorable experiences or events that happened during our time together?
I think that was the search for the Nissan intramurals, wherein the whole class cooperated, give the efforts, the suggestions, their point of view, especially in supporting the candidates. And aside from that, the events wherein you were divided among yourselves for that particular events, and then I observed that you really did your best.
Yeah, you make me feel like I've been like that again.
I'm 𝐋𝐀𝐃𝐄 14!
And I'm the best Yves Valdez, 14, representing the hate. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh. You bring me to my
Last question. What is your message to us?
Okay. As a grade 9 Fatima students, my Fatimanian students, first and foremost, I would say, please continue your good doings, your being obedient heart that I always emphasize. And then please don't forget that in school, you still have your second parents, which is the advisor, whom I am your advisor, and whom I consider also you as my brothers and sisters, younger brothers and sisters of mine. And when you be in the grade 10 level, please don't forget to look back what are your experiences that can enhance your skills, talents, and everything that you have in support to your growing up as an adolescent. Again, as a good student of the grade 9 level, where the models among the 3 sections from grade 9 Fatima, grade 9 Martin, and grade 9 Isidore.
Can I just say, spend the rest of my days here? 'Cause you make me feel like I've been like that again. Oh, you make me feel like I've been like that again.
Last question. What is your message to your students na pasaway or miss ko, may behavior na dili ko na?
First and foremost, I could say frankly, thank you for the pasaway na mga students. It's because aside from the target handle, I can also say that how can you challenge me being a firm personality advisor that I could say
This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. This is gonna be the best day of my life.
And you can say sometimes, stricta ganyan si ma'am. Grabe ganyan ka maldita sab. Isabi siya magkalupig. So, I think this is a challenge for me, especially that you are now in a millennial generation, the XZY generation. O, gilibe kita. Parihas. There's still a God. But then again, I'm striving myself to keep always in touch with you. Dili siya hindrance sa ako pag-advisor, yung mga pasaway ng mga estudyante. But is it a challenge for me how to become more effective and a challenger? It's a challenge for me to become most effective and a good advisor as well. This is the first year we're in. Junior high school department celebrated the different feasts, the sections named from the different saints. I am happy. That for this 107th year celebration of the feast of Our Lady of Fatima, wherein our section also is of Fatima, I am very happy that our daily rosary prayer give us more strength, the power to be united, to be anchored with the virtues and values of the Blessed Virgin Mary, that is also be, that you can bring it out when you will be in the grade 10 level and in the next year level in your educational journey.
City that we love, great clouds all over the hills, bringing darkness above. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all?
So I do hope that this celebration of ours, our Christmas celebration here inside the classroom, will be more fruitful and enjoyable. Especially that you are going to showcases all your talent. As a Fatimanians, I believe that you have all the talents and skills patterned to the virtues and values of our school patron saint, Saint Teresa of the Child Jesus, and our patron in our section, Our Lady of Fatima. Thank you so much for respecting me as your advisor, and thank you also for your being a good student to me.
Great clouds all over the hills, bringing darkness above. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've seen me before? Oh, how I'm beginning to be an optimist about this. How I'm beginning to be an optimist about this. If you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all?
Behind the scene, I don't know, but I don't care. What matters most is let us continue journey with love, hope, and happiness and peace. Thank you so much, and happy Fiesta to one and all.